My daughter loves me, yes I know, 'cause this cake pop tells me so. I'm ridiculous, I know.
I wasn't gonna say that.
What were you gonna say?
Special.
I am a little special, thank you. So Gwen went on a suicide prevention walk today, and these are some of her ducks that she got. Stop the stigma. She got some ducks while she was there. Those are the ducks she already had. And then she got the sticker that said keep going with the semicolon. And she made glitter. It's shiny glitter.
It has black crystals. Yeah, it keeps sticking to this up. Red giant pieces of glitter and then blue shiny tinier ones. So pretty. It's like a lava lamp.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Lava lamp. Similar. Good morning, Dragonlings. It is Tuesday. I did not film at all yesterday. I had a backstage session with JC. You'll probably see me in her vlog because I think she was vlogging it a little bit. But I didn't film at all yesterday. I have on admin days. I really don't like to film. And Mondays are pretty much admin days for me. I usually have a backstage session with Amy, and then after our backstage session, I spend the rest of the day just doing admin work. Yesterday, I was playing around with Notion, trying to update a bunch of stuff and create some new templates not for myself, not for anyone else. And I'm going to test those out before. Someday I will offer templates to other people. I have sent a couple templates to people and been like, I need you to break this for me. Dude, that's worse than I thought. Fuck. Doesn't hurt. It's just I keep forgetting it's there until I see myself in the mirror. Damn. One of my cats scratched me. He actually put a hole in my lip too because he was clawing up my body as I was laying down to lay on my face, I guess. But when he pierced my lip with one of his claws, I don't think it was intentional. I'm pretty certain it wasn't. But when he pierced my lip with one of his claws, I instinctively went whoop and threw him off me, and he scratched me as he flew. So he's fine, by the way. He is absolutely fine. I'm the one that looks like I got attacked by a horror slasher. Okay, anyways. But yeah, yesterday I was playing around with Notion, and eventually someday I will offer templates. I've sent templates to a couple people, and I've been like, I need you to break this for me so that I can make sure it runs correctly. And if you have ever done anything with coding, you know exactly what I mean. You want people to find the flaws. You want people to break it, essentially, so that you can make sure it's like bulletproof, kind of, sort of, not exactly. That's not quite the meaning, but sorry, there's glue on my fingers. Because I just did my nails. That's not coming off. Why is that not coming? Please tell me that's actually glue and not skin. Watch me be peeling skin. No, that's glue. It's just stuck really good. Okay, there we go. Got it off. Anyways, so people want you to break their stuff so they can make it better and like make sure it's good to go. So yeah, but that's what I worked on all day yesterday. It took a lot longer because I kept screwing up and having to start over. I am very much the kind of person, especially where coding and building stuff up, Notion is like a gigantic playground. But if I am not happy with the way something's working, I will tear it all down to the ground and rebuild it from scratch. And I did that 3 times yesterday. Yeah. So that's fun. But I think it's working the way I want it to now. And eventually I'm going to test it out myself. And then eventually I'll probably send it to a couple people and be like, I need you to break this for me. And that's legit what I mean. I need you to fuck it up. I need you to find its flaws. So, if you've ever questioned why I say that, that's why. Because I can't fix what I don't know about. But anyways, and then eventually I will be offering templates for sale. I'm just not at that point yet. I need to figure out how exactly I want to do that. But in the meantime, I did my nails this morning. They're pretty. I don't know if it'll show them or not. I'm not one of those fashion girlies. I'll put a picture on the screen. They're press-ons, glue-ons, whatever you want to call them. This was the Kiss design. They're short squares. They come with a couple of accent designs that were like avocados. There was one that was like green around the outside with a little flower in the middle. And that's one I wanted to use on my ring finger. I was putting them on the wrong damn fingers. No, I wasn't, because I always do my middle fingers. I was wanting to put those on my middle finger. Maybe I should have tried it on my ring finger. Anyways, doesn't matter. Would it have worked? No, it wouldn't have worked on my ring finger either. But I wanted the little one with the daisy on it on my ring finger. Yeah, what's the ring finger I was trying to put it on? Anyways, didn't matter. It didn't work. So I did them all with the little green French tips and the hearts. And of course I got glue all over myself. Never fails. Always do that. But yeah. But now I'm chit-chatting back and forth with Renee. I'm going to double check my Notion stuff. And eventually, I originally had plans to film today. But between this and the fact that I woke up with a scratchy throat, unrelated to this, because of the fact of doing backstage session with JC yesterday and laughing a whole hell of a lot and talking a whole hell of a lot, I can't film today. I will probably film on Thursday instead, because I have to film, I don't know why I'm looking up there, I have to film Sunday's video, and I would like to get ahead, which means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 6 videos in total to film, 2 of which I can't film yet because I haven't scripted the video, because they're the craft symposiums, and I am not done with this month's book, obviously, because we just announced it yesterday, but, so that's one of the ones I have to do eventually, and then I have to do, there was another one that I haven't scripted yet, I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but between all of those videos, all the videos I want to do, I would like to, if I finish those 5 videos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 videos. There's 6 videos I need to film. And once I get those 6 videos, I'm done with May. And I'm trying to batch film 3 videos a time, 3 videos a week. Because I would like to get all of my sit-down talking videos done for May and June before the end of May. So that each month I'm getting the next month's sit-down videos. Unless they're like an update on, on goals and stuff. Unless they're an update on goals and stuff. I'm trying to get all the sit-down videos done a month ahead of time. I would like to get to the point where I'm like 2 to 3 months ahead of time, so that even if I like change my mind and I film a different video instead, I can just move stuff around and still be good. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's what I'm doing. Today is not a filming day after all. I did get my nails done though. They're looking pretty, and at least for now, we'll see how long these last. Sometimes I have good luck and press-ons can last me a couple weeks. Sometimes I have bad luck and they don't last me a couple days. So we'll see how long these last. But I'm going to go ahead and chit-chat with a couple more people, watch more YouTube videos, which I was doing while I was doing my nails. And then I am going to go mess with Notion a little bit. So I'll chat with you guys later. So I feel so loved and special. Yesterday I did a backstage session with JC and I loved it. And then today, Renee was like, do you want to run some sprints together? And I was like, yeah, sure, I would love to run some sprints. So I'm in the middle of a sprint with her right now. We're just using the Forest app and chit-chatting through Facebook Messenger. But this is your sign that while I'm not working right now, if you guys want to do a backstage session or just sprints on the Forest app, contact me. I'm game. But I am working on the Notion project that I started. Did I have to do this? Absolutely not. Am I basically just redoing something I already set up? Absolutely yes. Do I like it a little better? For now. I felt the same way about my other project list, and now here we are. I basically reorganized how I do the master project list, and I'll do a walk through that later. But for now, I finished it. I'm going to give it a little bit, see how I feel about it, see if it actually works. I think it will. In fact, actually, I think it'll work better than what I was doing prior to, and we'll get to that. But I finished that, and I've been basically using that as a way to avoid editing, but I do need to have SS3, Sultry Solstice 3 done by the end of this week to stay on track. So I need to quit lollygagging, and I need to get some editing done. So maybe not this sprint, but definitely the next sprint, I am going to go ahead and get started on editing. So yeah, I don't know how many sprints we're planning on doing. I don't know how long she is available. She's in a different time zone and her kids are in school. My kids are in school for another 2.5 hours, and then I have actually got to go into town because we're going to take showers. So yeah, that's my update for you. I'm avoiding work by doing other different work that I didn't really need to do. So what else is new? All right, let me go ahead and get down to editing and do this. So before she went to bed, youngest did my hair, and she is learning how to do French braids, and she did twin French braids. So I got a braid here, and I got a braid here, and I got 2 twin braids. With my growing out, my undercut growing out, untucked from it. So she didn't do too shabby. It's like the second or third time she's done French braids, but she's getting better. And yeah, I'm just sitting here. I'm finishing up file organization, trying to get everything to match with Notion as far as like my files go, and then I will probably call it a night until it's time for sprints with JC, and I will probably get to editing then, because I know I said I was going to edit earlier. I still haven't touched it. Procrastination for the win! Productive procrastination. What? What is it? Procrastination. Come on. Productive procrastination. I can't say that apparently. Anyways, I'll check in later. Quick update because I'm getting ready to go take a nap, or at least attempt to. It is Wednesday, I believe, and I'm doing sprints with Renee, or I have been, but am I editing? No. Am I procrastinating? Yes. Am I still being productive in my procrastination? Yes. The reason I'm not editing it is because of the headache, though. I have the document open. I have 2 documents open that I need to edit today because I decided that this month I'm going to edit Crywolf Sunflower on Wednesdays, probably during JC's stream, and then on like any other time I'm working throughout the day on creative stuff, I'm going to continue editing whatever Sultry Solstice story I'm working on that week. So like this week is supposed to be story 3, next week is story 4, and then I will be working on 5, 6, and 7. But all that being said, I'm not behind where Sultry Solstice is concerned. Not yet. But I do need to get work done today if I don't want to fall behind, or if I don't want to work on Mother's Day. Because at this moment, if I don't get anything done editing-wise today, I will have to work on Mother's Day. And I'm trying to avoid that, or I'm trying to be done with it before then. I'm not opposed to working on Mother's Day. I actually have no problem working on Mother's Day, but if I'm going to work on Mother's Day, I would like it to be on the next project and get an early jump start on that, which means I need to finish 3. So I need this headache to go away. I had it gone away for a little bit. I jumped into sprints with Renee, and then sometime between like the 2nd and 3rd one, 4th one, somewhere in there, it came back, and it came back with a vengeance, and it's like right behind my eye. And it might just be that my brain's like, you need to stop looking at screens for so long, because I've been doing nothing but things on screens for the past couple days. But I have gotten extremely accomplished with everything I've done, so I can't complain. Am I still wearing the same outfit as yesterday? Absolutely. Do I care? No, I do not. I'm not going anywhere. It's like pajamas. So anyways, what have I done? I have reformatted my Notion and my master project list. It was starting to lag on my end because there was so much information there on one single page, and it was getting harder to find the information I needed, plus the way I had it structured was a little convoluted, so I restructured everything. That was what I did mostly Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday, I organized all my files on my Mac so that they matched what Notion said. Part of what I was doing with the restructuring was redoing the ID numbers and like figuring that out. They're similar but not quite the same. And I did that. And then now what I've been doing today is I have been trying to update my trackers. And what I've been doing there is I have a tracker in a spreadsheet. However, I find that more often than not, I'm ignoring that. It gets convoluted as far as like what information's in there. If I work on projects, multiple different drafts of projects throughout the years, it gets so complicated and hard to read. And I was like, what can I do to make it better? And the first thing I did was go check out a site that I used to use all the time called, I want to say it's called WordKeeper Alpha. Hold on. Yes, WordKeeper Alpha. And I tried that site and I started inputting stuff and I was like, this doesn't have dark mode, and it was making the headache worse. So I switched to using Trackbear. A lot of people use Trackbear. It's fairly similar. There's some slight differences, but the main thing is that Trackbear has a dark mode. And maybe WordKeeper Alpha has a dark mode, but I went searching for it and couldn't find it. So I'm going to assume it does not. Or my head's just hurting too much that I can't figure out where to find it. That's possible too. I don't know. But I started implementing everything into Trackbear, and what I'm doing with that is I'm going back to the beginning to when I started first tracking stuff. So my tracker started in 2020. So I put everything from 2020 onward. I'm now on 2021. This is going to take forever. But this is going to be a project where like I work on like 1 year at a time until I get it caught up where I want to be. The one thing I do love about Scrivener is that it tracks your... My stomach's also upset. That's not helping. Headache and then stomach upset. I know why my stomach's upset. We're not going to go there. Anyways, the one thing that I love about Scrivener is that there's the option to look at the history, and because I keep all of my drafts in one document now, the history is very much there. The only thing I don't like about Scrivener, and this doesn't affect a lot of people, but it does affect me because of when I write, is that when you first create a document, if you do not change the settings, it resets the word count tracker at 1 a.m. instead of midnight, which boggles my mind and is so freaking annoying. So it's one of the first things I try to change. But my word counts might be off because I tend to write late at night into like morning. And if I haven't updated that, it'll say that word counts that are actually for the following day are on the previous day. And it's just, it won't be 100% accurate when I go put in the word counts that I'm missing. But hopefully after I get all of the projects in the way I want to, I will show you what I've been doing with it. So, but yeah, that's what I've been working on today. I've been avoiding editing because I cannot concentrate on editing right now while I have a headache. And this was brainless work where I'm just like looking at one screen and seeing what word count it says and implementing it into a different tracker. That's all I'm doing. I'm cross-referencing everything. So yeah, that's what I've been up to today. I hurt. My head hurts. I am trying not to think right now while I have a headache, okay? That being said, I am going to go take a quick nap. And then I'm probably going to do more work on this. Gwen, the youngest, is staying in town at a friend's house after school for a little bit. So I will have to go back into town and pick her up. And probably what I'll do is I'll go back into town a little early and take a shower, because that might help with the headache too. I really think the headache is being caused by the fact that I've been looking at screens too often. Because I've pretty much spent the last 3 days, including today, looking at screens all day long. So I'm pretty certain that's why I have a headache, which is why I need to go take a nap. So I'm going to go do that. I will chat with you guys a little bit later. Final update for this week. It's Saturday, so I want to make sure this final vlog clip goes uploads to my computer from my phone so that I can download it to my computer so that I can then edit this video. But anyways, I finished updating the trackers. What I was doing is I was taking all the information in my spreadsheet, which I haven't opened in like weeks, and I was transferring that information to Trackbear, which is available online. I do like my spreadsheets that I created. However, they were getting a little confusing to read. they weren't as manageable. And while I know you can make charts from the information you plug into, what's the word I'm looking for? Google Docs, Google Sheets. I know you can make charts based off them. I have never learned how to make them well enough that they look pretty as well as informational. And I don't want to look at non-pretty things when I'm looking at data. So I did switch everything over to Trackbear. There's another site that I was using as well that I may like update all my information to. I think I mentioned it in a different vlog clip. It's called WordKeeper Alpha, I believe. I'll leave a link to both in the description. But the reason I don't want to use the WordKeeper Alpha is because I haven't figured out, it may have the option, but if it does, I haven't figured out how to switch it to dark mode, and it's very bright and it hurts my eyes, and I'm just like, it's a good site. I actually prefer it over Trackbear, but until it gets a dark mode, if it doesn't have one already, or until I figure out how to use it if it does, I can't use it. I do like the way it's set up better. Trackbear is simpler to use, but I like the layout of WordKeeper Alpha. There's some things that I can do in WordKeeper Alpha that just I'm more used to because I was used to using it to begin with at first. In fact, I was using WordKeeper Alpha before I switched to spreadsheets. But again, it goes back to the dark mode thing. I have trouble with my eyes with that. So if I can put it in dark mode, I put it in dark mode, guys. But that being said, I did finish updating everything over to Trackbear, so now that is up to date. And I've even started implementing all the stuff because, like I said, I haven't touched my spreadsheet in weeks. I was able to go back through my Scrivener documents because, again, another reason I like Scrivener is that you can pull up your writing history. It's not 100% accurate because Scrivener, every time you create a new file, unless you change it, it resets everything word count wise. The new day starts at 1 a.m., which makes absolutely no sense to me, but you have to manually change that, and I don't always remember to do that. But because of that, it's not 100% accurate, but it's accurate enough, and it counts not just words you write in, like, the draft portion. Ignore Ogre, he's scratching himself. Hi. Thump, thump, thump. Thump, 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 thump. But, it also... Hi. It also calculates words that you write in other folders. So, like, I've got mine separated into draft, research, and, like, I think trash. So, if I write something in the research section, such as, like, characters or stuff like that, it counts those as well. So, all of that being said, that I got those updated. My trackers are not up to date. By trackers, I mean Trackbear. I didn't even bother updating my spreadsheet. Don't touch it. That's hot. I've got a candle lit. Okay. Got a mold cider candle lit. But now I am editing a video that's supposed to go live tomorrow. And I have a live stream tonight. And yeah, I have like 3 more videos to film. 3 or 4 more videos to film this month. And I will have all of May complete. And then my goal is to complete all of June as well. I would like to, before the end of this month, I would like to complete all of June. I've been able to successfully film 3 to 4 videos every time I sit down to film, depending on how long the video is. Because the longer I film, the more my voice gets out. And I think that's the reason I had problems earlier this week, is because I had last week I had filmed a video and like on a Wednesday or Thursday, and then I had done a bunch of live streams. I've done a bunch of chatting with different people vocally. And so like on Tuesday when I had planned on filming, my voice was just like, no, we ain't doing this, mate. And so I had to wait until yesterday, actually. I waited until Friday to film. When my husband, who was on call yesterday, went to work, I filmed a few videos. And by few, I mean 2. I did 2. So I only have 3 or 4 left. One of which I can't do because I haven't finished reading the book that it's about. No, 2 of them I can't do because I haven't finished the books they're about. Because I am behind with the Craft Symposium videos. I'm almost done with Refuse to be Done. And then I have to start and finish this month's book and get that done. So I'm behind. I'm strategically behind. I will get caught up. It's fine. It's fine. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this vlog. It's been a productive week of productivity. I have managed to do a lot this week. I have managed to successfully recreate my Notion stuff. I have managed to make sure my file organization matches my Notion to make it easier to find stuff. I have successfully updated my trackers and put them in a whole new system where they weren't before, and I may do it again. Now it's time to actually get some editing done. I did this morning with my sprints with JC, did get some editing done, but my goal by the end of tomorrow was to have, my goal by the end of today actually was to have book 3 done. And that way I could have tomorrow completely off because tomorrow's Mother's Day. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. So luckily, I do have plans to go into town tomorrow and do laundry, and I will be editing basically every chance I get now that I have tomorrow's video done. I just have to upload it, which I'm going to work on next. And while it's uploading, I do have to do some meal prepping, and I think I'm going to do some of that while my video is uploading, and then I will come back and do some more editing. I don't know. Today's an all-day editing day where I alternate between editing videos and editing stories. So let's see how much I can get done today so I have less to do tomorrow. But I am going to be finishing tomorrow no matter what. Like, that is the goal. So I will have an update next week on whether or not I was successful. I will be successful. I will get this done. I'm gonna get this done. So anyways, let me let you go so I can go get this done. Bye, Dragonlings. Have a good week.
Siesta, what you doing? Your ear flopped over.
Your ears fucked up.
Okay, I'm gonna cuddle with Ogre while I give this update because it's been a bit since I've done an update, and he wants loves, and he was laying here so cute, and then I disturbed his peace, and now he wants loves. So squeak the piggy, squeak the moose. He does not care about the moose. Only the Sir Pigs. Look at him dancing. Look at his toes. He says, I want that one! That one, sir! You gonna give it to him?
It's like, where's the damn squeaker?
How long before the squeaker dies?
I give it about maybe 30 minutes to an hour.
I don't even give it that long. I give it 10.
Because he's going to find a way to fucking bust it.
He's gonna puncture it, yeah.
The only other functioning squeaker we have, I'm not pulling out. Just squeaker.
Yeah, you leave that one alone. As long as he's happy. You bit my shoe! Do you not like it? Do you want me to stop? I can stop. Oh, I found the spot! She started kicking me foot! Boop. Hi. Oh, hi. Hey, Chester.
Hey, Snaggletooth. Hey, Snaggletooth. Hi. She's like, I've had enough.